Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie.
On 1st down, Richardson.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Dragon 60. On the ball, on the ball.
3rd and long for Richardson. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
79 Broncos.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, They like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. So here's a 3rd and 14. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's complete. It's Okuegbunam.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker who got in and dropped him to the turf. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with no score.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Hurts.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kenny Moore. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Richardson going to move him around.
2nd and 9.
Here's Richardson looking to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Go.
They go play action with Richardson.
Steps away. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
Touchdown, Colts.
Michael Pittman.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point.
Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
On first down, Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they're trying to do. Lined up on his right, trying to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeVante Smith.
40 yards.
And the Eagles have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield.
And oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Let's go now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Richardson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack, but the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He'll get this one to Pittman.
And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense.
1st and 10, here's Richardson with it.
Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Warriors 70.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gay's kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Eagles 6.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone.
Boston Scott on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
They go play action with Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
They'll run here with Gainwell.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
They will run it with Swift here.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay,
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and
he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeVante Smith
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So this, not a stat line that you'd expect to see. 2 touchdowns for him now in the ball game, both coming on the ground.
And while it may be unusual, it's obvious they found something that they like on offense that they can use against the defense, and I think they'll continue to go to it until they stop them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. DeForest Buckner able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Smith catches left side.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From 28 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, and this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
27, Colts 9.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Richardson yet again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. It got his man complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeVante Smith, 78 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Eagles 34, Colts 9. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And my goodness, another interception.
Keely Ringo picks it off.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Eagles.
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete. It's Okwuegbunam.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make